Hey guys, welcome again to AJS. In today's video, we will talk about intercaste marriage in Vedic astrology. How do you predict like you're going to have an intercaste marriage? In one of my videos, as I've already said, that planet Rahu plays a very important role in bringing an intercaste marriage. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that 8th house plays a major role in unconventional marriage. If 8th house is afflicted by malefics, not only Rahu but malefics as per Lagna and natural both, and does not get any beneficial effect, its dispositor is afflicted also, or hold in its sign any planet which is related with Rahu, then also this occurs. Again, we should not forget 7th house. His aspect, the slot and aspects of all kinds on him. And Navmasha here again plays a very major role. If Navmasha also has Rahu in the 7th or afflicted with Rahu or a malefic, then also it gets blemish and gives intercaste marriage. I remember a colleague of mine who was working with me. The 7th Lord Jupiter was in 6th, and 6th Lord Dispositor Mars was badly afflicted with Rahu. She had in the 5th house Venus in its sign Libra. She had a love marriage recently. She's a Maharashtrian and the boy is a Christian. Of course, the 7th Lord was also afflicted in Navmasha. One thing to notice, a malefic will not hamper his own sign. Example, it is seen that when Saturn is aspecting his own sign, that is Aquarius or Capricorn, which is placed in the 7th, then his aspect will not delay the marriage or afflict them. Also, planets of functional nature and as per Moon and Venus should also be assessed. Not to forget that in Upapada Lagna, if gets afflicted with Rahu in Rashi, Namasha, or its dispositor gets badly affected, then it can cause terrible problems in marriage. Those are the guidelines to show inclination to choose one's partner on their own. Venus, the planet of love, should also be associated with malefics like Saturn, Mars, and Rahu. The lust, if influenced by such planets, goes highly tamasic in nature. Enjoyment becomes the primary importance. 7th house shows one's spouse or partner. 5th house shows one's future and high intellect. Any combination of 5th house lord or 7th house lord shows one's desire to choose their partner on their own. 9th house, the house of dharma, if influenced by malefics, makes one to break the rules by not listening to guru, advisor, father, or elder. But do not be misled that such combinations in Rashi chart alone can make one marry outside their caste. Let's discuss about some of the relevant astrological combinations. Based on the research and the principles and logic behind the observations, these are some of the things that has been observed. The karakas and bhavas for marriage, religion, and foreignness are: first, Jupiter and Venus. In a female chart, Jupiter represents husband, and in male chart, Venus represents wife. Second, fifth house. Fifth house, it represents our mentality and love affairs. Third, seventh house. Seventh house shows one's married life. Fourth, ninth house. Ninth house represents religion and luck. This is what you would see to judge religion in this context. Last, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. These three planets indicate the separating influence in the chart. They represent the foreign element that we should be looking for. Based on the above, some principles which have been observed in different combinations leading to inter-religion marriages are: first principle, for males, Venus should be afflicted by Saturn, Rahu, or Ketu. In charts of females, Jupiter should come under the separating influence of Saturn, Rahu, or Ketu. Second principle, fifth or seventh house should be afflicted by Saturn. Saturn in the fifth house has a special influence and significance on inner religion marriages because from the fifth house, Saturn's third aspect would be automatically on the seventh house. Third principle, ninth house and its lord should be affected by Trik Bhavas and their lords. Since one is going against their religion, there should be some bad effect seen on the ninth house. Additionally, ninth house should be afflicted by either of Rahu or Ketu. Fourth principle, seventh house and its lord should be connected with the debilitated planet or Rahu Ketu. Fifth principle, according to Gemini system, the planet having the lowest longitude in a birth chart is called Darakaraka Graha, planet representing wife. This planet should be afflicted by Rahu Ketu or Saturn. I have seen to include Rahu or Saturn must be afflicted in the seventh, very strong Rahu in the horoscope, and even a very afflicted Mars in the seventh. Now, one more thing to be noticed is Namasha plays a role, but not as much as it should be. If Jupiter, Venus, or Moon aspect the seventh, or in seventh, or in the Lagna, this can counteract this, but it depends on their relative strength. So friends, this is what, in my humble opinion, I have seen as in the past horoscope. It should be taken with a grain of a salt, not exactly word by word, because you have to, as I always say in my videos, that you have to take a look at some of the other astrological combinations, like depends on the degrees, nakshatra, and rest of the parameters. So based on the kundalis that I have seen, on the horoscopes that I have seen, this is what I saw. And One last thing, role of the planetary combinations in the love marriage. When two people they love each other, they have the desire to live together and marry each other. But everyone is not lucky to marry the one they love. Some may succeed, some may not. Vedic astrology considers planet yogas responsible for this. Let's see what planetary combinations play a role regarding love marriage in the birth chart. Now, as per Vedic astrology, Venus is the significator of love. If Venus is in conjunction with the ascendant, 5th, 7th, and 11th house, then the person is very romantic. Love is a different thing, and its conversion into marriage is altogether different. According to Vedic astrology, 5th house is the house of love and 7th is the house of marriage. When both these houses they form a relationship, then the two lovers will tie the knot to marry each other. If the 5th house forms an auspicious relationship with the ninth house, the two lovers will be blessed to marry each other and live happily ever after. In addition, love marriage is possible when Venus is placed in the ascendant or in the moon chart, it is placed in the 5th house. Navamacha Kundali is considered as the body of your birth chart. If there is no such yoga for love marriage in the birth chart, but there is a combination of 7th and the ninth lord in the Navamacha chart, then still there are high chances of love marriage. Similarly, if Venus is placed in the ascendant along with the ascendant lord, then there is a very strong chance for love marriage. Now, Saturn and Ketu are the malefic planets, but their combination in the 7th house is benefic for the lovers. If the 5th lord is in conjunction or has its aspect on the 7th lord, the person will have a love marriage. If the ascendant lord is combined with moon in the ascendant or the 7th lord is combined with moon in the 7th house, it creates the yoga for the love marriage. If the lord of the 7th house is in its own house, then its lordship helps in the love marriage. Due to the influence of malefic planets on the 11th house, the person may not be able to marry his love, but if it is free from the inauspicious influence of the malefics, then he will marry the loved ones. So, guys, this is my understanding based on the research I have done on intercaste marriage as per Vedic astrology. If you like this video, please do not forget to like, share, or forget and like, share, and subscribe. If you do have any comments, please add your comments in the comment section below. With that is tata, bye bye, and sayonara, and see you with the next video. Thanks for watching.